Hi, everyone. My name is Darcy Groton. I'm an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and I wanted to share tonight some important information about what really helped me grow my business when I first got started as a brand new ambassador. And that is on the topic of hosting events. I think this is a huge, crucial part of my growth, and I want to just run down two events that I think are the most important. One being the Plexus Sip and See or the Plexus Launch Party. People call it either or. So this is when you're a brand new ambassador. You invite, a few friends over to your house, however many you want, friends and family, very low key. Put out some snacks and some wine. If you only have the triplex, you can lay out your triplex, or if you have the Fab Four, which is the triplex plus the X Factor or X Factor Plus, lay out whatever products you have. You may want to order a couple catalogs from back office under the shopping tab. And just have some people over. If your upline lives near you, awesome. Have them come over too, because the more testimonies you can share, the better. So even if you have a few people who have already joined the products with you and they're a week or two in, invite them to come over too, and even bring some of their friends along. So tell people, leave your wallets at home, just come over for an info session. I just want to share with you this health and wellness journey that I've started, and I want you to be open to learning more about what I'm doing. So you gather, low key. The first one I did, I actually had note cards, written out so that I would remember what I wanted to say. And this is kind of the layout that I use, and again, I have found it to be very successful. So you gather everyone, you're seated with them on the couch or in the chairs or wherever you are. You're not standing up, you're with them, you're with your friends, and you kind of say, this is why I got started and this is what I've noticed so far. So tell your journey. If there are any other ambassadors there that have stories on the products, have them share too. Then the next thing you're going to talk about is the triplex. A little bit about Pink Drink, a little bit about BioCleanse, a little bit about Probio 5, and X Factor. In what you know so far. So before your sip and see, you can go into YouTube and take notes, a little snippet on each one of these products. The next thing you're going to talk about is the history of the company, how it started in 2006 as a breast health company. And from there, 2009 is when the Pink Drink came out to help people with managing their blood sugars. And from there, moved into this gut health company. So a little bit about the history of the company. Next, I want you to talk about the 4 most common questions, how I phrase it as, I'd like to also talk to you guys about the 4 most common questions that I've been getting since I've been sharing the products with others. And these 4 questions are, is it FDA approved? Is it safe? Will it work for me? And is it expensive? So those are the 4 major objections that people have or questions they have when they're learning about our products. And I have read studies that if you can get ahead of people's objections, if they are not forming the objections in their mind and you are bringing the objections up, you have a better chance of them being open to overcoming those objections. But if you just end after the history and say, any questions? And they've formulated that objection in their mind, it's going to be harder for you to overcome the objection. So I find it best to just overcome those objections straight up, right in the middle of your presentation, and present it as, these are common questions I've been hearing and I just want to answer them because I'm sure you're thinking them as well. So is it FDA approved? No supplements are FDA approved. FDA stands for the Food and Drug Administration, so they only approve food and drugs. And since supplements are not in those categories, they do not approve them. So you can ask your audience, have any of you been on a multivitamin or vitamin C supplement, a vitamin D supplement? None of those are approved. Baby formula is not approved. So make that kind of clear. At the same point, I like to add in that even though we do not need to follow the regulations of the FDA, we do anyway. We follow all their standards as well as the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission. We third-party test our products. They're very clean and thorough with making sure they have the ingredients in them that is stated. So even though we are not approved by the FDA, we follow all their guidelines. Is it safe? I love to use Laura Davis's testimony of when she was a surrogate mom. for another family, and they had to go to the fertility clinic, and she brought her triplex with her, her omegas, and the X Factor, and they were all approved with glowing colors to be her prenatal and to stay on them, that they would be great while she was carrying the baby. I think that that's huge. I give the products to my children. I've researched them on PubMed. So I feel strongly that these products are safe. There's nothing in them that would be causing harm. So you can go over that question. Will it work for me? We have clinical studies that the products work. We have clinical proven strains in our Vital Biome for anxiety, in X Factor Plus for menopausal symptoms. So we have a lot of amazing ingredients that have clinical studies back to them, but we actually did our own clinical study on the weight loss part of it, and it is proven compared to a placebo that you will lose weight on our products. So the other thing I like to say about that is we have a 60-day money-back guarantee. So why not try it? It's worked for thousands. There are thousands of testimonials out there. These products have worked for people. So I kind of tell people you might as well give it a try. And then, is it expensive? Absolutely not. These products are amazingly priced for what you are getting for ingredients. Be bold and be confident about that statement. We were on very expensive probiotics before ProBio 5. $30-something. That's amazing for all you're getting. 5 strains of probiotics, 4 beneficial bacteria, beneficial digestive enzymes. I think there's vitamin B in there, vitamin C in there. I don't have the bottle in front of me, but you are getting amazing stuff in our ProBio 5, as well as Slim. If you were to go to a GNC or a health food store and piece together all of the supplements that you are getting in that package that is $2.80 a drink, so comparable to your coffee, to your energy drinks, to your iced teas. I love to preference the products in that realm per day because it's pretty phenomenal per day what we're paying and what we are getting to feel the way we feel. So be confident on that. Is it expensive objection? Because these products are not expensive. Okay, so those are the 4, and then I do open it up for questions. So that's just a really quick, easy rundown of how I do a sip and see or a launch party. And again, if your upline is in town, she can come over and do one with you to begin so that you can then start duplicating with your newbies that you sign on. The other thing I wanted to talk about for events is the online event. So again, a lot of our friends and family do not live in our same town. Now, people have moved and family lives far away, or friends live far away. Online events are amazing. Nobody has to leave their house. They can watch at their own leisure. The events stay up, so if somebody missed it, as long as they click accept to your invite, they can go back and view it the next day, and they are just a wonderful way to pass knowledge on to people that are wondering what you're up to. The other thing I wanted to point out about events is it's a great chance for you to do those first reach outs, get out of your comfort zone, and you're just inviting someone to come learn more. And that's just a nice, natural way to reach out to people and get those conversations started about what you've started and what the products are about. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen really quick so I can walk you through how this works. Let's see if this one is the right one. Okay, so if you are on Facebook, number 1, and you are going to do an online event, you are going to go over here to the left side of your, oh, I've got all kinds of messages up. Let me just get them blanked down for people's privacy, I guess. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, you're going to go over here to events on the left-hand side, way down here under to events. Can everybody see that? I hope. It's under the Explore area, under Saved, and you're going to go to Events. We're having a rainy, really rainy, thundery, lightning day today, so my internet is not the fastest. And I live in a pretty rural area too. Okay, and then right here you're going to click on Create Event. And you always want to create a public event so that it can be seen by anybody you send the link to. And from here, it should be pretty self-explanatory how to do it. You can go find yourself a photo on Google of Plexus Slim or the pink drink, or, you know, the image of all the products. You're going to add your event name, give it a location, a start date, start time, end time. You can give a little description. I like to go over and reference old events that I've been invited to, to get a little verbiage about the description. And then you're just going to click create. And then that will bring you into the event page, which looks like a normal Facebook news feed. Now, there's two ways once you get your event up and rolling on the night of that you're going to post in there. So if you're looking for a script, sometimes I go over here on the left-hand side again to past events. And I click on past events. And you're going to scroll down until you see like a Plexus Health and Happiness event. That was an event that our team did October 8th. You can open it up. And the night of, you kind of have a couple options. You can either scroll down through all the events, and you can cut and copy and paste into your event the images from here and the videos from here. Sometimes I find this a little bit time consuming and stressful in the moment, but that is an option. The other option is, as a team, I'm going to go down here to my folders. I can share this with anybody, but in my Google Drive, I have Google folders, event templates, and I can share this with anybody that wants to have the event template. I have a new ambassador orientation, and I have a health and happiness online event. And I believe in the other folder, event outlines. I also have a bunch of other back to school reboot, the 21-day group that we did, a 7-day experience outline in here. So we have all these resources for, you know, any of you who want to host your own, and I think that you really should. But in my event templates, health and happiness online event, you pull that up, and the night of your event, you are going to just cut and copy from this Word document into the new event. Super easy, super duplicatable. So I would suggest if you are a new ambassador and you have not hosted an online event, so here it is, exactly the verbiage and the images. Ahead of time, you'd want to save the images to a folder on your desktop because they won't transfer from here over. But there's your pre-party post, pre-party 2, it's wonderful and duplicatable, and then the party starts. Post 1, say where you're from. Post 2 talks about, you know, why we love Plexus. Post 3 is a quick quiz. So it's amazing. So I just wanted to share with all of you that that is how easy it is to set up an event, have online, invite people to it. I absolutely can, you know, help answer questions if people have more questions. But I urge all of you to do one with a new ambassador that you have. It's an amazing way for you to reach out and invite potentials that you want to learn more about. Again, they don't have to leave their house. They can watch right from home. And this truly, truly helped grow my business so much when I first got started. These two event platforms were crucial. So we need to get back to them. I think they're really important. And that is my info for today. Have a great day, everybody. Hope this helped.